Hello everyone. Hi. My name is Roy Cornwall. Uh, the date today is March the 17th, 2026. Boy, uh, I'm 72 years old. I never figured to live this long. But that's why I'm making this one, is because I am 72 years old. And I want to bring to light something that's happening uh, in the world that I've waited for my entire life. I knew this day was going to come, and it has come. The Lord has given me the ability of discernment and then amplified that. So I understand what's happening here right now. This is a fight about good against evil. Make no mistake about it, this is good against evil. Um, I'm talking about the pedophiles in the monarchy, Donald Trump killing people like crazy, Putin killing people by the thousands, um, uh, Hitler killing people by the millions. What I'm talking about is an awakening of all the good people in this world. They have woken up. England's not going to stand for what's going on there in that monarchy. They're not only going to take the people involved in the monarchy down, but everybody else around that enabled them to do that. In the United States, they've got President Trump on a whole pile of different charges. And they're not only going to throw him in jail, but they're going to throw anybody who enabled him in jail. I wouldn't doubt that they go after Vance next and throw everybody in jail who is involved with that. This is what the public wants. This is what the good people of this earth want. Because we've seen what happens if we don't. Right? I'm so... this is the Lord all over. This is God Himself saying, like Sodom and Gomorrah, instead now, God didn't rain those sulfur balls down on them. What He did was remove His love from the people in Sodom and Gomorrah, and then as soon as those people didn't have God's love in them, the devil moved in, and it didn't take him long. He just killed devil's wrath. He killed repeatedly and unrelentingly. Now, God does not have wrath and He doesn't kill people, okay? So, what He's doing here is He's gonna have Putin arrested, He's gonna have Trump arrested, He's had all the people that were involved with the child pedophiles ring arrested. And I just want to say off the top of my head, this is just the start of that pedophile ring. There's more people involved, and this is where all the children have been going for as long as you've been alive. This is where they've been going. And I wouldn't doubt at all if Epstein was actually, when he was through with them, was killing them and killing them. So, my request and plea is that stay on this. Don't, when the devil runs, you run after him. Don't let anything happen to stop you. Stay focused. If you're an American and you're hearing this, a Canadian is not going to have anything to do with your country till you do two things. Number one, you throw Donald Trump in jail. Number two, you change your government so that this kind of thing can't happen again. You have to have a mechanism there where you can throw the President of the United States out of office and into jail immediately within a day. And you do those two things and you'll gain Canada's respect again. And just then, maybe, if the Canadian people, the Canadian will allow it, it'll happen. Americans have forgotten who we are, Canadians, and they should ought have done that. Um, I fear for the American people. They're alone now in the world. They have no allies, and that makes them weak. And there's a syndrome going on up there. I call it the Putin syndrome. Putin says, "Oh, we're just going to Yugoslavia. It'll take us maybe a week. We won't lose anybody. We're all out. We're the big bad country here. We won't lose anybody." Well, 5 years later, they're losing the war. They're bombing Moscow now, right? Now, Donald Trump suffers from that same thing. Oh, we'll just do this. We'll take over that. We'll bomb Iran without any repercussions. He suffers from delusion, and that's going to cost the people of the United States in the same way it's cost the Soviet Union and Germany in the Second World War. I feel deeply for the American people because I know there are some really good-hearted, warm-hearted people in the United States who care about everything, and especially Canadians. Okay, the Canadians right now, we feel like we've been stabbed in the back. Gander, well, a bunch of things. It's just, we draft dodgers. We ran when we say, the list is endless. We've been there one time after another for you guys. What have you done for us? This is not the American people. This is their government. Okay? Now, President Clinton is just as bad as all of them. He came to, I live on 427 Highway in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And there's always a roar right beside the 427. There's always a roar from the highway going. Well, all of a sudden I go, what? There's no roar. So I grab my binoculars, I go out on the balcony, and I think there's a big accident that's happened that's blocked the traffic, right? So I'm looking up and down, both left and right, to see what's stopping the traffic. I don't see nothing. All of a sudden I see a limousine coming south on 427 Highway, and another one behind it, and another one behind it. Now remember, they said President Clinton was going to come to Canada. So I figured, okay, that's them. Oh, maybe I can get a glimpse of them, man. I want to see the limousine with the American flag. Well, I'm on my balcony. I'm on the 10th floor of a 20-story building. And this shook me. All of a sudden, an American Black Hawk helicopter flew from behind the building, over the top of the building, and came right down to the level of the 10th floor. Turned sideways like this, the side door slid open, and the military guy in there grabbed a machine gun, an automatic big machine gun, and pointed it right at me on my balcony. Now, I'm a Canadian. And I'm in Canada, I'm on my balcony, not doing anything wrong. And I get that kind of a... So, now, I wasn't religious at the time, I gave him the finger. And then while I'm looking through to see he closed the door and he flew off. But that was President Clinton. If he had thought I was a threat, he would have killed me in my own country. The Americans have something very bad going on in their government, and it's not just the Republicans; it's the Democrats as well. Pelosi's insider trading. If they checked out that whole government, they'd be throwing most of them in jail and start again. And that's what needs to be done for the American people, not for Canada, for the American people. They deserve this. They deserve an honest and upright and forthright government. Not what they got right now. I said this sort of jokingly the other day, that people like me, I was talking to a bunch of people, I said people like us who follow the law don't have very much money and end up in Cornwall housing. But the people who steal and cheat and and become evil people. They get the money. They get the big money in their accounts. So what needs to be done? If you got more than $1 million in your account, the government audits you. Where'd you get this money from? Where'd that money go? Both sides of the border. I'm not saying Canada's so much better, but we are a little better in that regard. But still, we have our own problems here. I'm not saying we're better than you guys. I'm just telling you what a Canadian sees wrong with your government. So, I've been praying to the Lord for nobody to die over this. No military man in Iraq, in Iran, I mean. And I want to see Trump in jail. I want to see Putin in jail. And anybody else who tries this. Follow through with the pedophile thing from England and Canada, and America, sorry, the Epstein files. Blow all that right out of the water. Find out who these people are. I don't care if they're actors. I don't care if it's Tom Hanks, whom I used to like. I don't care who it is. If they're on that Epstein list, they're not going there to be nice. They're going there to unleash their bad intentions. I would throw them all in jail, every one of them. So this is the good people in this world, which I'm one and you are one and probably all your friends are one. We're going to win this fight. We got to be diligent enough to be able to say, you're guilty, President Trump. You're going into jail for 10 years or whatever it is. Don't be afraid of this. If the justice system fails right now, they don't have justice in the United States. Now, I want to take just a minute more here of your time. I'm a Canadian, and I bought a three-wheeled bicycle off of an American company in, I'm not going to say it, the Liberty e-bike. I bought three-wheel. I'm getting old. I've lost my balance. I can't ride a two-wheel. I got a three-wheel bike now. When I get the box at the board here in my apartment, I knew I was going to have to pay the rate of exchange, which I don't understand because Americans are printing money and we're not, and we got to pay the rate of exchange. How does that? We're getting ripped off there just by that. But then another charge came my way. Americans said I paid in foreign currency, and they want another $800 for that bike. I paid it because I wanted the bike and it's sitting in my living room. I'm going to have to pay for charges to have it mailed back. It's a big box. It's, 4 feet by 3 feet by 3.5 feet tall. So I want that money back. When America starts paying back for damages, I want that money back. And also my bank account's gone down to nothing. I used to have $300 or $400 left over every month. Not anymore. I'm buying the same things at the grocery store, but I don't have $1 left over at the end of the month. So I want money back for that as well. When our government gets paid the money for damages, they're going to leave us out of it and put that money into their own pocket. My government's not so have good intentions like everybody thinks. So the good people are fighting back. That's why I'm doing this. I'm bringing this to light. This is God all over. If he wasn't God, if it was the devil, that bullet would have hit Trump right between the eyes. Okay? And just so between you and me, Trump is not religious at all. He puts up a good front, but he is not religious. So, we're just going to leave it at that for now. I know I haven't done one of these in a very, very long time. But I haven't been feeling well. I guess you can see I'm still not feeling well. And You know, I've been getting the impression for 4 or 5 months that I'm going to be blessed in some way. And I sure hope it's me seeing Jesus again. Because when I died, went to heaven, I saw Jesus. I spoke to him and he spoke to me. Later on after that in the grocery store, I spoke with God. I got the letter M on my hands. Well, if you don't believe me, I can show you. Here it is there, see? And I'm in the Lamb's Book of Life. I've been resurrected because the Lord put me back on this earth. I've had so many things happen to me that my pastor, now he's not liking me because he figures I'm trying to tell him that I'm better than he is. I'm not better. I'm just telling you in this whole web channel that the Lord has blessed me. And he's blessing me again with the discernment of showing me that the good people are going to be taken care of here. Just you sit back and watch what happens to the monarchy, to Putin and Trump. The Lord's going to pull his love probably from him. Maybe not all of it, but enough to get him in jail. If he pulled it all from him, somebody would have shot him by now or killed him. But the Lord's not a mean God, and he's probably pulled some of his love from him to get him into the jail. So stay vigilant with the Lord. Don't ever give up on the Lord. Always be there and always love the Lord. And we'll win this fight. The only way we could lose it is if you lose faith in the Lord. So, I want to thank everybody for waiting for this one. But, we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I've been chosen. I've been given the 7 gifts of being chosen. And one of them is discernment, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. So by God's awesome, sparkling grace, by Jesus Christ's constant overflowing love, by the guidance, support, and education of the Holy Spirit, the protection of Archangel Michael and the gifts therein, and Mother Mary's constant vigil over us all. And all the angels that have been around me, they've been around me like butterflies. We'll all meet together down the road in heaven. From everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Blessings. Mega blessings for everyone. Bye-bye.